What up, everybody? I finally got around to finishing Antman and the Wasp Quantumania on 4K, so we're in kind of far away, but really nice case actually. A lot of detail. I really like it. Um, Overall, I already have a review of this movie on my channel, but these are just my quick thoughts about the movies, and then we'll get into the 4K aspect of it. I really like this movie. I've only seen it twice now. I saw it in the theaters when it came out, and this is hands down my favorite of the Ant-Man trilogy. I think one is a pretty good, entertaining movie. The second one I didn't really care for. I've seen it a few times and never really cared for it. But this one I think did a really good job with the drama. I think the story is the best here, and also Kang the Conqueror. I was a bit worried that he was being introduced in an Ant-Man movie. I know he was introduced in Loki, but seeing him come in here, I was a bit worried. I was like, him and Ant-Man? Like, really? He couldn't be going up against Thor or something? But it kind of worked because Ant-Man, Ant-Man is less of a threat to Kang than another Avenger, but it makes it for an entertaining ride because it's kind of unpredictable and you don't really know what Ant-Man's going to do next to one up Kang. And he knows he's weaker than Kang. So yeah, he does need some help, but the help doesn't feel forced. It feels natural. The comedy in here is really good. All the comedic bits worked for me for the most part. And I just think they did a really good job with the drama and the storyline, most importantly. I think the dramatic moments in here work really well. I think the acting's really good. And what do you want? You get a A-list villain. I got nothing really to complain about. Moving on to the 4K disc itself. This does not, for some reason, so this is my first, I think this is my first Marvel 4K movie. I have a shit ton of other 4K movies, but none of them are Marvel movies. Um, for some reason, I heard that, again, I just noticed too, because it doesn't say on the back, they have Dolby Atmos, which is awesome, but for some reason, their 4K transfers, all of Disney's, I don't know if it's just Marvel in particular, but they don't have Dolby Vision, which is kind of a letdown a bit because for a Marvel 4K transfer, this actually looks, when there is color, because a lot of the movies, I'm in the quantum realm, a lot of it's gray and blacks. But once you get like explosions and colors start to pop, this looks really fucking good. And I think it would have looked a little bit better with Dolby Vision, but for what we got and with the HDR, it pops really nice when it's not a dark setting. Like I said, when there's colors everywhere, when there's explosions happening, the fight scenes especially really stood out. They were really well done. I think Kang's suit pops really nice because of the purple. I just think Dolby Vision would have just added a bit more of a contrast to it, but it is what it is. If you want to watch this on Disney Plus, there's Dolby Vision on there, which I just find super weird. I don't know why they couldn't put it on the DVD. Maybe they're just making people go to Disney Plus and fuck physical media. It kind of seems like the intention they have right now. But I was at the beginning when they're in the city, it doesn't really look like, oh my god, this is breathtaking. But when the action starts and there's color everywhere, when you get to like the different side characters, it is crystal clean. I was actually really surprised at how good it was. Um, Even Kang when he's in a spaceship and all of that, when they're doing their little travels through the quantum realm, and especially the part when Scott turns into a million other Ant-Mans, it looks fantastic. I was just blown away. The Dolby Atmos actually packs a solid punch. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The sound is crystal clear. The special effects are great, and there's a lot of bonus features I haven't watched. There's a bunch of, I think there's deleted scenes. Yeah, there's deleted scenes, a gag reel, which I always like. It's all on the Blu-ray disc though for some reason. But you do get HDR, you do get Dolby Atmos, you get the wide color spectrum, and obviously you get the 4K. So here in Canada, this is $35. I can imagine in the States it might be a bit cheaper. Our dollar's a bit shit over there. But I'm thoroughly impressed with this. It is missing Dolby Vision. But other than that, we got some cool cover art on the case too. Just Antman and Kang staring at each other, and then you get your typical Blu-ray disc. Is there anything that they could have done better? Yes, like I just said, Dolby Vision for the 30th time. But for what we get, I mean, I think this is worth it, especially if you enjoy the movie. I think this movie has a lot of rewatchability, even though no one dies. I do think Hank should have died or someone should have died because this movie got set up really nicely in the first two acts. And I really did feel like there was going to be some consequences, which would have been nice. But other than that, this is a pretty entertaining Marvel movie. If you want to grab the 4K, I highly recommend it. Another movie I want to get on 4K is Winter Soldier. I think that would look really good. I'm not going to go out and buy every single Marvel movie, but it would be nice to have them all. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. I'm in the middle. It depends on where the future with them goes. I'm still going to support all the movies they put out, but let's just hope the shit gets a bit better. I'm pretty excited for the R-rated Kraven the Hunter movie. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but I'm pretty excited about that. So that's basically the review. I don't got much else to say. Tomorrow I'll be dropping a review for the 4K of Joker, so be sure to check that out. Thank you guys for watching.